to your points, I think
Yeah.
is what it's called. I think that one should really just distribute the points that they spend to the streamers at the time. Or the casters at the time, you know?
Yeah, I should just give it, evenly, maybe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Favoring whoever is below in points.
Yeah. And that's them ahead in points, and then it should be like distributed
The
based on who's
opposite.
ahead in points. Yeah. All right, so we're into it, and KoDoRiN starting off strong with a good little combo, but he does get, I think that was an accidental roll, to miss punishing the side B, but then he picks it back up with the F smash, and he's going to take the first stock pretty cleanly.
Yep. That was a classic take laser forward air too. Take laser in the air and you just forward air out of it. He's able to convert that into a kill. So gotta be careful about approaching into Marth too quickly after your laser. It's such a bait. You are at an advantage, but Marth has so many tools to deal with Falco coming in right away. So.
Ooh, there he tries to wave dash under after the laser, but Bobby, I think he might have drifted back a little bit. Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh, another of Falco's unwinnable matchups. He actually
very high
gets the
risk
back air.
edge guard option to go for it. Yeah, it's just very scary to go for. Like if you're not invincible, you're risking death there. And I don't know if he knew that his invincibility was running out and he was risking death, but that's a tough like call to make there. So.
Yeah, absolutely. The edge guard that you're going for there, right, is to get the back air with your invincibility still intact, so that then you just are fine.
Right.
And it just like barely timed out, so kind of tough.
Oh man, when Marth can short hop aerial and like max range spacing hit your shield, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's just kind of like you gotta roll away and oh my god, finds a forward smash there.
Bobby tried to go way out there to punish, but KoDoRiN with a very conservative recovery keeps himself safe and forces Bobby to just side B, give him ledge for free.
Yep, Bobby's going for the very aggressive edge guards. It cost him one stock and it cost him an edge guard now. So let's see if he kind of dials it back a bit because KoDoRiN has shown that he's willing to go conservative.
So Marth's up B. I want to talk about this really quickly because it's been sort of a very recent thing that people have tried to use it in like tech chase situations or out of shield catches at high percent as just a kill. KoDoRiN's gone for it twice there on the last stock, and both times he didn't get the tipper, and so it just doesn't kill.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the option?
I think Marth doesn't have a great kill move, right? Like in those tech chase scenarios. So a lot of times Marth would regrab, Marth right is meh, you know? So having like a kill move available that you can do out of dash dance, because like you can't forward smash out of dash. So sometimes like Marth can walk, or sometimes you have to pivot forward smash or something, and maybe that's optimal. But the up B is definitely way. Ooh, oh, it doesn't kill.
Wow, really good by KoDoRiN to get the up B out in time. That's like just such a surprising hit. Not to mention if it had been any higher percent, then KoDoRiN's just dead for free anyway, right? Like true. What's the word?
Regular get up? No, he get up attacks instead. Now KoDoRiN's gonna have a combo here. Slide off the eye, good stuff from Falco. Another slide off, this time a shield slide off. Back air.
These fares by KoDoRiN that cover like every high side B angle are really clever.
Yeah. Well, he's keeping it close, right? So we're down to the last stock situation.
He gets the really sad Firebird stall where you don't get the jump first, and then it just then you just sit there forever.
Yeah, you get to ponder your mistakes so long as you're just like, man, I know I'm about to die. Can you just go? Like,
just do it already. Just do it already. That time KoDoRiN threw in an extra down tilt that completely whiffed just for fun. Yeah. You know, went for the down tilt jab. He was like, yeah, I could have down tilted. It doesn't matter.
This would have killed too. Does jab? This also kills. It's my weakest move. I found it. It kills you.
So KoDoRiN is going to take game one. I feel like it was pretty clean by KoDoRiN, honestly, overall. Bobby definitely went very aggressive in a couple places and got punished for it pretty hard. So maybe just a little bit of a dial back might help. That was a really good... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's just... He like wave dash forward into the aerials to shield it. If Marth does these like really spaced aerials, there's really no counterplay. But if you kind of get into him with your shield, a lot of his aerials are actually pretty unsafe, and you can shine out to shield them. He needs to do like really late aerials to be safe on shield, and he tends to not want to do that if he's like spacing you out. So
KoDoRiN there actually went for a back air where I think he did have a dare angle. So he was going for a little bit more of a conservative play that he thought he could get the edge guard, but Bobby with a quick recognition and made it all the way back and then got the full kill. But then KoDoRiN uses an invincibility to bring it back deep.
Yeah, but good conversion into a tipper. So
More of these short hop spaced aerials from
I was gonna
KoDoRiN.
say his spacing is so good right now. He keeps doing these aerials that like barely hit the shield. Oh, but really good answer. This is a very nun-esque thing to do, is to crouch, dash forward, grab. Like not as common for Falco, and also not as high reward really, but it's still like a good answer that you can actually get a punish sometimes against the aerials. So.
Especially not high reward with KoDoRiN being as consistent as he is on those SDI on the up throw. Bobby just actually can't get anything off of it as KoDoRiN just shoots into the air way too high for Bobby to follow up.
Yep. Good weight on the down tilt. He recognizes the ankle's a little up, and some Marths will like preemptively down tilt as the Falco shoots, and then they're no longer able to cover that slide angle up. So,
oh, Bobby goes way down there for the shine dare, but KoDoRiN actually I think was holding out, or I don't know, he just like didn't get the angle that Bobby was expecting. But Bobby is able to close it out, keeping it even at 2 stocks apiece.
Oh, goes for the 4th throw. Oh my god, just barely gets the hit there. The Nair missed, but he actually does get the shine. So, but KoDoRiN's able to convert here. This is
these approaching Nair dash grabs by KoDoRiN are looking like almost Falconet.
KoDoRiN with 3 power shields in a row.
Yeah, KoDoRiN, he's very good at the power shields. He does all of the little trick power shield possible. The dash back power shield is like, what is it, like a 7-frame window or something ridiculous like that?
Honestly, it might be bigger than that. It might be like 11 or something. I forget. It's like because you run with the laser, so like there's quite a lot of time where you can do it.
Yeah, he's doing that, and then he also does the crouch.
Yep.
That makes it a lot easier as well. So he's doing all the stuff to make it as easy as possible for himself, but he's also still just extremely consistent.
Yeah. Oh,
great recovery by KoDoRiN.
Yeah, he's done that recovery quite a bit. I feel like a lot of people they've like adapted their edge guards versus Marth to favor covering the ledge when they go low and like delay it. And KoDoRiN now goes low, delays it a bunch, and then barely lands on stage, and he stripped quite a few people with that. So.
Yeah, and this time KoDoRiN finally able to punish the side B with just a raw F smash, and that is going to kill, bringing it back to even once again. Can Bobby do anything with the invincibility like KoDoRiN's been able to? Ooh, Bobby ends up going for lasers, but gets stuck in a grounded laser. KoDoRiN gets a big punish off of it. Really good by Bobby to roll there. KoDoRiN had the read on a spot dodge, and that would have just been probably a kill, or at least a big grab combo.
Yep, as you say that though, the next roll gets really hard read by KoDoRiN. He gets a big combo for it.
Oh, and then another space nair catches Bobby trying to move forward, and then the F smash. I think that's just gonna do it.
Yep, so that's why he does down tilt. The down tilt covers the angle straight in. The jab covers the angle up. Kind of really good coverage from there on that edge guard.
So KoDoRiN just being very clean in the places that he needs to be. Bobby definitely switched up his game plan about halfway through that game. Went for the more conservative, a lot of lasers. But one mistake, getting a grounded laser, and KoDoRiN was ready to pounce and kill him off of it. And then after that, KoDoRiN just kind of ran through the lasers a lot, and also showed real proficiency with the power shielding as well. So didn't really feel like the laser approach was working too well for Bobby. Feels like he's searching for an answer right now.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's hard. It requires a lot of practice to figure out how to make lasers work against someone who has power shielding that consistently. I do think lasers are still very powerful against someone who power shields that consistently. Yeah, the fact that he must dash back to power shield, like I think most of his power shields were dash back power shields, means that there's no risk of Marth doing run up power shield grab, for example. It's always going to require him to wave dash towards you again afterwards. And it oftentimes means that the added space between you two gives you more room and more time to jump over the power shield. So unfortunately, the answer is very complicated, is what it tends to be, right? It's not like you can't just like spam lasers. Oh, he's doing power shield. Let me just do the answer to that. It's very spacing, timing dependent, and like requires you to just like extend neutral a lot and jump over power shields with more lasers and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if Bobby finds an answer, or if he just chooses to kind of stray away from the laser game, which I kind of think is what KoDoRiN wants. You know, he's doing these lasers hoping that you just get tired of trying to laser. So.
Yeah, and I think Bobby, with his choice of stage, is pretty clearly saying, like, I'm done with the laser game.
Yeah,
Going to Yoshi's to close in the space and just be able to get on top of it. We'll see how that works out. Bobby does take Bobby does even it up once again to 3 stocks apiece. I'm just concerned that these space aerials are just such a big problem for Bobby that I don't know that he has an answer even on Yoshi's.
Yeah, and it's tough because the answer to those is lasers. Like you kind of have to fade back. Like the fact that Marth is facing these so well means he's fading back or doing them in place, right? He's not full approaching with the aerials in order to keep it spaced on your shield. That means that instead of shielding, you could dash back a little bit and then it'll whiff right in front of you. But you can't really whiff punish Marth, so you got to whiff punish with a laser. And if you're not like willing to kind of play the laser game and deal with the power shield, which is the flip side of that mix-up, it's going to be really hard to deal with the spaced aerials because that's kind of the counter to you not shooting lasers. So.
Yeah, so KoDoRiN's game plan just really coming together very cleanly. Ooh. And there Bobby tries to go for the instant side B after the jab. I think he would have had to like DI up harder in order to be able to get it. Instead, the side B just doesn't connect. Bobby
back there.
Loves Randall. Knows everything there is to know about Randall.
True.
Don't try to recover on Randall. He's going to find you.
We got to see Bobby versus Ty, because Ty is like the other huge Randall lover. And so... Oh, no! Misses the platform.
Yeah, so Bobby with 2 SDs so far this game. Kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
Trying to make it 3.
Yeah, almost had 3, but good wall jump air dodge to survive there. Survive his own shenanigans.
Yeah, and once again we see he gets the grab, but then the up throw is just so ineffective against KoDoRiN's SDI that it's like free. Oh my god, it is 3 SDs. That's...
Free, yeah.